Story 1. I'm looking for advice. My wife insists she has not cheated on me. However, the following will give you a good insight into my situation. If at all possible, please try and not be too brutal. This is my life. We've been trying unsuccessfully for a baby this last 6 months, and this has come as quite a devastating shock for me, so please be as kind as you can. My wife started a new job 3 months ago as a chef. She works closely with 3 or 4 other males. She's pretty and is a lot of fun to be around. For as long as I can remember throughout our 8.5-year relationship, including 4.5 years of marriage, she always maintained that she abhors infidelity. I used to have doubts like any sporadically insecure person, but I mostly put them down to paranoia. A couple of months now, I've noticed that she would make much more of an effort in her go-to-work clothes, bearing in mind she walked 300 feet from the car to the entrance to then get changed into chef whites. She also made a noticeable change to her makeup. I've always thought I was overthinking the situation, so have trusted my wife because she adores me. I mean, really, she dotes on me. She'll do anything, and I have to say, apart from her other personal issues which are workable between us, an absolutely amazing wife and mother to our 6-year-old daughter. On the day this all became apparent, I asked to use an app on my wife's phone twice. Each time when I picked up her phone to use the app, she grabbed her phone from me, which she never does or has never done, which sent alarm bells ringing. Later that evening, I found WhatsApp messages from my wife's colleague and naked Snapchats of my wife on her phone, which she was displaying for me to see unintentionally while she lay comatose from wine and fatigue in bed. I should state that after seeing the WhatsApp messages, I investigated further and found the Snapchat pics. The messages go as follows: 2341 to 2356. Wife, so what are you up to now? Him, laid on the floor thinking about us. Wife, oh, that's hot. Him, do you want cheering up? Wife, always. Him, here's a goose in sandals. Insert pic of goose, blah blah blah. Him, also, I love you. Wife, I love you more. Him, nah, you don't. Next day, 0 o'clock and 1 minute to 20 minutes. Him, happy 12 o'clock, princess. Wife, hi. Him, hey you. Wife, hi. Him, greetings. Wife, tell me something good, please. Him, penguins are cool. I want to take you to a zoo, a proper zoo with proper animals, and of course penguins also. I once saved a baby sheep's life, but I have killed a cow before, but it was an accident, don't think bad of me. Wife, tell me a good thing. Him, I see you tomorrow. Wife, you are off. Him, today's Thursday, I see you Friday tomorrow. Wife, I'm not doing well here. End. So at that point, she obviously passed out, phone face up for me to see all when I walk into our bedroom. Further investigation showed me that she sent 3 pics of her in lingerie and 1 of her topless with the caption "distracted" across the middle, sent to her colleague. Now, this is the evidence. I've sat on this for 3 days now. I've obviously confronted my wife, but I need some clarity. I can't believe all her explanations, which are as follows. He's going through a separation, has 3 kids, including 1 newborn. She felt sorry for him, started texting. It escalated from there. This I can believe. The illicit part of their friendship is apparently 2 weeks old. There is evidence old enough to prove this, but I have nothing from before that may have been deleted. Because she's a nice person and always wants to please people, she wanted to make him happy. He made her happy because she felt unhappy. We've been trying for a baby the last 6 months. Each month she gets more unhappy. She has alcohol issues, gets drunk almost every evening. She has an eating disorder. She makes herself sick sometime after eating, which she's been offered help for but hasn't gone to the appointment. We have a great sex life when we get the chance. We've both been working a lot of opposite shifts, but both have known it was only for a few months. She told me it was him who instigated the texts. She said that she was getting changed downstairs. He texted her saying, "Can't believe you're downstairs almost naked and I'm just up here." She responded by sending him a Snapchat of her in her underwear. I have no reason not to believe this, apart from maybe it's a bit forward from a man without any flirting or come-on signs to have taken place. So I'm of the opinion they have been flirting previously. She and he, I messaged him, both maintain there was no physical contact in any way. This I cannot believe at all. I can't understand how two grown adults can say they love each other and not have at least embraced in a kiss. Also, for a woman to send a man a topless pic without the PC and for him to say thinking about us and her responding that's hot, something must have happened. She advocates nothing happened to inspire his thoughts and he was fantasizing. However, if there wasn't something that happened, surely she would have asked what he was thinking. She says the "I love you more" and the rest of the messages were just words. It was exciting. She didn't mean it. As I stated, I can't believe how two grown married adults can say that to each other without the physical contact. If we didn't have our daughter, I would be gone without a thought, but she's my everything. I can't leave her. I need someone else's perspective on this. I haven't been able to share with anyone. I'm looking for advice, constructive criticism, insight, and anything else that may help me. Thank you for your time, and I appreciate your thoughts. Edit. I told her I would tell her family, everyone, and I didn't just throw it in her face. I detailed what I would say and who I would tell. It had her on the floor begging me to believe that there had been no physical contact between them, even though they work together. Don't think the threat of me telling her family of her actions isn't severe. It is, in such a huge way. Her father's very wealthy. He lives by a pretentiously strict moral code. This would be a great shame on her family. My gut and mind are disagreeing. Firstly, refrain from pursuing another child given the current instability in your relationship. Dealing with a breakup is challenging with a 6-year-old. Introducing a newborn would only intensify the difficulties. Secondly, it's apparent that she's involved in a sexual relationship with the other guy. It's tough to consider leaving, I acknowledge that. However, from an outsider's perspective, she is unfaithful. I sympathize with your situation and hope you find clarity and resolution for yourself and your daughter. Comments. I'm sorry, she's obviously done enough things most people would consider cheating. So the question of what physical things happened seems a little beside the point for me. Also, it's just weird to me that she's getting drunk every night and making herself sick with an eating disorder while attempting to get pregnant. Those things might be partly why she can't get pregnant, but conversely, they both could lead to significant problems with any baby if she were to get pregnant. Since they're especially sensitive to alcohol very early in pregnancy, possibly before a pregnancy test, I think, but I'm not a doctor. You are in complete denial. Do you know how I know this? You're trying to make a baby with a raging alcoholic. Babies are not a cure for anything, and despite the fact that she adores you, she continues to sabotage the baby making and shows off her naked body and professes love to a coworker she barely met. She may not admit it, or she may just be scared of the consequences, but she's deeply troubled about being with you and your relationship. Step 1. Get tested for STDs. Step 2. Get her into alcohol treatment. She'll address her issues there. Step 3. If she comes out the other end and still wants to be with you, she has to find a new job and give you complete access to her social media and phone. Story 2. We've been married for 16 years and have 2 kids, ages 7 and 5. She told me 3 days ago that for the past 2 months, she's been having an affair. They've known each other for 2 years. The harmless flirting started a year ago. 6 months ago, the flirting crossed the line and became inappropriate. 2 months ago, the real emotional affair started with them telling each other "I love you." 2 weeks ago, it became sexual. 3 days ago, his wife busted them and my wife admitted everything to me. The timeline is hers, and I have no reason to doubt her at this point. He called her a couple of hours after being busted and told her he's staying with his wife and their 2 kids, and trying to work things out. My wife admits to me that she's heartbroken about this because he's been telling her that she, my wife, was the most important thing in his life. I feel betrayed and like a knife has been stuck in my back. I don't know that I can ever trust her again because the last 2 months of my life have been a complete lie. As of now, I told her that I don't want a divorce and want to try to work things out. Mainly because I don't want to screw up our children any more than we already will. But when I close my eyes, I see them together. I can't sleep and I've lost 8 pounds in 3 days. Please help. You're the backup plan. If plan A had worked, she wouldn't have disclosed anything unless his wife did. You're holding on to something that isn't real. While you mourn the loss of your wife, she's mourning the end of her relationship with her boyfriend. This reveals a significant truth.